everyone, welcome to another video here on the World of Coasters. Today me and Louise are filming a different video. Different type of video. No, had the parks been closed, we never have filmed. Now, you won't recognise where we are. We're currently on a back road in the sleepy little town of Thorpe. Now, Thorpe is located near Thorpe Park. And we found a nice little back road to park on, and we're going to be doing Monk's Walk, which for the fanboys of Thorpe Park will know.
It's a public footpath for anyone.
Yeah, it's a public footpath that goes right alongside Thorpe Park and runs across the old train tracks.
And this part of lockdown, sorry, I feel like I've interrupted.
This is filmed on, let's just put this straight, this is filmed on the 30th, so we're allowed to be out at the moment. This is not where we live, but we're allowed to be out at the moment. Anyway, we're coming out past a place called Cold Harbour Lane, and for the fanboys among us, here is the Thorpe Farm, which is all owned by Thorpe Park, but is sadly no longer used. It's used for storage really now, but me and Louise don't really know where we're going too much. We're just going to kind of find Monk's Walk and go down it like that. It's a lovely day today. Now, actually finding somewhere to park around here was a bit of a nightmare because being the suburbs of London, there are double yellows everywhere. So we found a place right near a school, I think it is, and it's just a lay-by on the side of the road. There's no markings or anything. So in the little town of Thorpe, we're going to find the entrance to the walk now and start our adventure. So here we go. If you're ever looking for this place, it's near the church in Thorpe, and here's the entrance to it. So it's like a sty, but a modern sty. And this basically links Chertsey up with Thorpe, and like I say, runs along the back of Thorpe Park. So are you excited to see what we're going to see?
Yeah, I am.
Like, it's the sort of thing that you see a lot of YouTube videos on, and I apologise for the shadows now because there's a lot of trees. But it's the sort of thing you see a lot of videos on, and I've always wanted to come down here, but when the park's open, why would you? Yeah, you'd be in it. Anyway, we have been informed that this is a public footpath, and that Thorpe Park security do patrol it every now and then because it is an obvious place for trespassers to get in. As you can see, it kind of just like, yeah, we're not about that. We just kind of want to have a nose, see what we can see. The plan is to walk all the way to the entrance, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And see if we can get some snaps of the island like no other.
Got my camera.
Yep.
So for pictures.
So yeah, let's do this together. So Monk's Walk heads all the way down from Thorpe to Chertsey. Like I said, it links the two towns together. It's a very rural way, isn't it? Like, it's not a proper path at all. We won't be coming across the park for about, I don't know, quarter of a mile or so, because this goes parallel to the old Thorpe Railway. If the train tracks were still here, which I think they are in areas, you would see the train tracks going along here which lead to Thorpe Farm. In fact, this is what we're passing now, but you can't really see through the dense foliage. The main things we're going to see today is you're probably going to see part of Nemesis. You're going to see
Stealth, obviously.
Well, you'll see Stealth, but like it kind of runs along the old logs link, so you might be able to see a bit of the old Loggers Leap, which Louise never rode. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the floor. We will also see the back part for Blair Witch Project and Platform 15, so you'll see the old train tracks.
That'll be good, because I
fun.
never went to Thorpe Park as a kid, so I wouldn't have experienced that sort of attraction.
So like I say, this video could be a load of garbage, but it's something different for you guys. If you like it, let us know, and we'll be sure to post more like this. So we're just coming down past the back of the lake now. For those of you who don't know, Thorpe Park used to be built on a property owned by a company called RMC. Not Rocky Mountain Construction, as all the fanboys say. It is a cement company called Ready Mix Concrete, and they dug the reservoir and, you know, used the quarry. And then when they were done with it, they filled it up with water rather than filling it back in, and made the park that you see today. So for those of you who don't know, Thorpe Park, I believe opened in 1979. We're just coming around the back of it, kind of running.
Approaching the path, look.
Yeah, we're approaching the path part. So we're currently on like a stretch of land that runs with the lake. The old train tracks would have run on this road originally to the farm. And to the right of us is the jet ski and leisure centre, which you sometimes see patrolling near the entrance of the park. See if we can see anything from this bridge. We've come over to a bridge that goes over a roadway, and you get a nice view of the back of the lake. This is very picturesque.
We're just going to watch this back and hear that guard dog constantly in the back of this video.
It's like theme park fanboys. So thankfully the path widens up quite nicely along here, and we get our first view of the park. You've got Stealth over here, the 2006 Intermin Accelerator Coaster, which coincidentally was the last season they actually ran the train to the farm. In 2007 they stopped running the train to the farm, so that would have been the last time you could have taken a train or a boat. They did run boats, I'm not sure where from, but they used to run boats from somewhere over there across to the farm. Right, so as we approach the main perimeter of the park, you can see the fence kind of gets a bit beefier along here. Like I say, this is a public footpath, but do not, if you come here, do not cross this gate. Obviously that is private property over there, and you will be escorted off the premises and probably banned. Yeah, there are some trespass notes here. They've actually got a order that's been made, so you're not allowed to go past this gate, otherwise you will end up getting arrested, so don't do that. Like I say, just being the theme park fan I am, I just wanted to come here and have a look at some theme parks and have a nice walk at the same time. So we just see Stealth again in the back of the shot here. We did a minute ago hear what sounded like a B&M coaster testing, didn't we, Lo?
Could have been that or a plane, I don't know.
I don't know, it sounded like there was a plane afterwards, but it did sound like the roar of a B&M. So here is the trespass warning. So
only from 2018 though.
yeah, this was when, what was that YouTuber who climbed up Stealth?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was his doing.
That's bad.
Right, so as we walk along, we're now at the area where Rumba Rapids is, and you can actually see some of the unused cars for Rumba Rapids, the one without its ring there. It's quite an awesome sight. I've seen pictures of these online, but it's quite cool to see them in person. So we can see there's probably about 7 or 8 boats here and a various amount of rings. So interesting to see them. These haven't been used in quite a few seasons by the looks of it, given the cobwebs and dirt on them.
Their rings on them.
No.
Their rings are over there.
So for a theme park fanboy like myself, that is gold there. I'm sure people cycle past that every day, walk past it every day and go, oh look, rubber rings.
I've got a question for Luke.
Come.
Do you have your phone?
Yes I do.
Did you take a picture?
I've taken a few. I haven't taken one for the story. That's a plug there. If you aren't followed us on Instagram yet, we are on Instagram. There'll be a link in the description, as there is with every single video. Follow us on Instagram. We're posting daily nearly with various posts from the current closed season situation. As we carry on now, we can kind of see Stealth a bit better. We got more rings. There's actually a surprising amount of these back here. I don't know. They've all got the new attachments on them. Like,
give it to Shawnee and he'll do them up for you.
Well, yeah. You know, I think it was only a couple of seasons ago they put the doors on these. So whether they've only been there for a closed season, they just kind of switched the parts out, I don't know. But they've upgraded them all, even the ones that aren't in use. As we continue around here, we got a substation here, which I imagine is for the Rapids. If I'm taking a guess, that's the station from Rumba Rapids. Yeah, you can just make out the station section. So that'll be the power for the turntable, and of course we've got Stealth in the back there.
Get that thumbnail picture.
There's a camera coming right at us.
Just looking so good against that blue sky, isn't it?
Smile, you're on camera. The camera's just turned the one up there. So they've got good security along here, the fence, and there's cameras up there, which we've just realised are actually like they immobily moved, and it just turned to look at us, so we had a wave at it. It's just so interesting to be this close to the back of a theme park when nothing's operating. I imagine it's cool to come along here when it's open. You've got you've got the lift for Rumba Rapids, which goes alongside the queue, and the station is that building just over there. You can't really see. Yeah. So through here we've got the back of Nemesis now. They've got the gate open, which is normally that's where the pizza and pasta place is. You can see Tidal Wave. It's just so weird to see it empty like this, you know. It isn't the closed season, it's the end of May, coming to the beginning of June. It should be bustling right now on a day like this.
Yeah.
I was saying to Louise on the drive down here, you'd love to go on Tidal Wave today, wouldn't you?
Yes.
So we all can see the warehouse for Nemesis Inferno's volcano when you look at it from the front anyway, but around the back you can actually see there is no theming whatsoever, like, you know. Yeah, well, they're not going to pay for theming back here, are they? Don't really know how well you can see. Let's see if we can get a break in the trees. it's just so interesting to see this. So you've got the exit from the station up there. It's kind of difficult for me to show you through there, and there's actually a roller shutter that is shut, so the station's totally closed off, because I imagine they get birds nesting in there otherwise. There's the maintenance shed up there, which is the big red building close to us.
Just so like interesting to look at, isn't it?
Oh, we've always liked behind the scenes, haven't we? And this is like a legal way of doing it through the back fence. Right, so I feel that this is rewarding enough already. We're walking,
Yeah.
We've said we're going to walk round to the entrance if we can, because the main road is like a dual carriageway. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get up on the dual carriageway.
But even if this is the only thing we're going to see, I'm glad that we came, because it's quite a while
There is a
away.
lay-by right before the entrance, and the gate is shut, so we might end up pulling into the entrance just to get some sneaky pictures at the gate, but we'll see with that.
Loads of people have done that.
Yeah, loads of people have done that. This is just really cool. Here you can see the Blair Witch Project. You can see some of the... They've still got the things hanging from the trees.
Look at that.
So, you know, if you've been here for Fright
You
Nights...
sound like excited kids.
It
Do you
is,
know
it's so fun to see, like, honestly. So here is the scare maze for Blair Witch. Just show you over the fence, you can kind of see some of it. Oh. Then you see an actor in here, like they keep us in here over the winter. So you've got all the hidden speakers that you wouldn't normally see through here. I imagine all they do at the when the Fright Nights start, they go through it and clear it, because, for example, here there's a few trees that have fallen, which I imagine they just clear the path and it's ready to go.
Do you remember when we didn't know where we were going on this maze and no one told us?
Look, you can actually see I'm touching a bit of Thorpe Park now.
And it's on this side.
Yeah, it's on this side of the fence. This is cool. I'm having like a little nerdgasm here.
I was just saying to Luke how much he hates walking.
I'm not a fan.
And I like walking, so this is like the best of both.
The perfect balance. One thing I'm very perplexed about is they've got like this length of fence that's really high quality, and then it just goes to this like really shabby chain fence, and then some areas it's been replaced. Like, I'd expect the fence to be a bit higher quality for a perimeter for a theme park. You know, it looks like it's had a lot done to it over the years. Oh, there's an emergency light on over there. Someone's lost some power. That's one of the tunnels for the Blair Witch Project.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah. Back round the back of Canada Creek now, or Old Town as it's called now, you can just see this is where the KFC is, and the back of Colossus. You got platform 15 round here somewhere. You can see it. So here you've got this is for an old maze that I don't think they're using anymore, because they don't have the zombie one in place now. But this is an old maze they aren't using anymore. Obviously Blair Witch replaced it. So interesting to see. Zombie outbreak. For the eagle-eyed among us, you'll notice this is platform 15, the area where the station is for the old Thorpe Farm railway line. It's obviously themed for platform 15 now. So this side is all a zombie outbreak. So if any of you can tell me which maze this was before it was platform 15, that'd be nice to know, because I don't think there was any zombie outbreak in platform 15.
This is so interesting.
It is very interesting.
Such a good time on... When did we go last year?
Last October we came here for the first Fright Night.
Fright Night, so it's so good.
So yeah, all back here's where all the Fright Night mazes are. Just interesting to see. There's the platform 15. This was a good maze, this one was. When we went on this, it was just after we got off the Nemesis breakdown.
We honestly
so it was
didn't
properly
think
dark.
we'd do all the scare mazes, but we
did.
somehow did. It got really quiet.
So this is, like I say, where the queue is and where you first start. So you queue in the old station building, and yeah, then you go off down this way. So this is where the old railway used to be.
Oh, look at this.
This is so cool.
Oh, you can see it really
You can
well.
still see on the wall over there Creekwood Mill. We've got some full theming up. So as you come around where platform 15 is, you can still make out Loggers Leap here, which Louise just said, why haven't they ripped it down yet? But they won't have ripped it down because it costs money to demolish stuff. It's just a shame because it was the best log flume in the country.
That's what's up with it.
It's actually quite incredible how close you can get to the rides here. Like, obviously the fence is in between us, but that's...
Look, you'd never normally see that if
No.
you're at a theme park. I've never seen it.
It's a double down, this one, so it kind of has the drop and then it levels out and gives you a pop of airtime as you come down the second bit. It was a really good log flume, and I believe at one point it was the tallest in the UK, if not Europe. So on your woodland walk, would you expect to see the lift for Loggers Leap? Like, it's amazing they're still standing, as Louise said.
I can't get over how tall it is.
Yeah, it was proper tall, and there's the high point up there. It's a good, like, I don't know, probably about 80 foot. I don't know the exact stats, but it's so weird to just see it through the trees like that. So here's like the signature reason for a lot of people coming. You can see the old Thorpe Farm railway, which is used for... yeah, you did. You saw it on the platform 15.
Oh, and that's not what I remembered.
Yeah, that was it, and it shoots fire out of it in platform 15. So yeah, they also,
yeah, I do remember that.
notice how they put signs up where the points of interest are, so don't trespass. Obviously, when Fright Nights isn't running, they cover the funnel up because I imagine they leave all the plumbing in for the flames. So Louise was just asking what this means on the side, and the only thing I can see it meaning is Canada Creek Railway. I don't know what the 89 stands for, maybe the year this was installed. Abandoned hoodie here.
Just to add to the thing.
Just to add, yeah, as you say. And the train goes all the way up here where you go into the building for platform 15. So once you've got past Loggers Leap and all that, you come over to a massive bridge. However, there was loads of teenagers, youths gathered, not social distancing, by the mouth of the lake, and they're like jumping into the river, so couldn't really film
Not
there.
patrolled too much.
No. So yeah, from here we're just heading back to the main road, which hopefully we can get round to the entrance to the park and just have a look at the gate. Failing that, we'll drive round, and we got to walk back to the car. So if my map reading skills are up to spec, this should now be the road that leads into Thorpe Park. And then we can, yeah, it looks like it because we're now going above the bridge. And we can get some shots of the entrance before heading back round to the car. It looks like we're going to be able to make a loop of this. Yes. So we've been walking down what is known as the Staines Road. It's the road that approaches Thorpe Park. Just through here is the car park, so no impressive views here. I was kind of hoping to get a shot across the lake to the park, but like I say, there have been large groups of youths kind of hanging around everywhere, terrified of them. So we couldn't really go off the path because they're all just spread everywhere, and it's like coronavirus, and I don't want to get mugged. So we're just coming along to the turning for Thorpe Park now, where we're going to see the entrance, and then after that we're going to carry right on round doing a full loop of the resort, which will end our trip here. So now we're at the Thorpe Park roundabout, which leads to the entrance. Obviously we can't get in because the gates are closed, but walked around here to make a full loop, and so we can get some pretty cool shots. It is just so sad, like I say, for a day at the end of May to be closed like this. Yeah. It is a shame to see the iconic archway that is Thorpe Park's entrance. And here we are in the middle of the road at Thorpe Park entrance, but no one's going in as it is closed. So they actually have massive gates. So these ones on the right are the original gates, and
really?
Yeah, so they've extended it to this massive electric gate, which is interesting.
You can walk around there.
Well, that's the, it's all fenced off, isn't it? That's the public way in. But wow, you don't normally get to see it like this. It's kind of cool to see the ivy that's growing on the fake coaster track. I don't know whether this is actually fake, real coaster track or what, because it does look very real. I don't know whether they got a contractor to make some track for them, but this is quite cool to see. It's just sad to see the park closed like this. So here's the exit side, and the entrance side, which, like I say, you couldn't normally stand in the road like this, but given the fact the gate's shut. So yeah, that's what a theme park looks like when it's closed off to the public. Normally you couldn't stand here, could you, Lou?
No, lots of irate people trying to get out.
Yeah, well, the car park always blocks up here anyway, doesn't it? But apparently they're bringing ANPR cameras in, so that would be interesting.
Speed it up.
Yeah, speed up the exit. I've always said they should have an entrance as you go around there. There should be booths like they have at Disneyland, so you pay for your parking before you get in. So yeah, anyway, we're going to head round towards Staines now. We turn left and we'll head back up to Thorpe that way because there's not much more to see, but we'll let you know if we see anything else on our travels. So we're now coming up to where the goods entrance to Thorpe Park is, and where the planned hotel site has been for ages. It's kind of been over here where the RMC company used to have their base. There's still a building over here, but it's just like a Merlin warehouse. It looks like they store all the stuff in there. But that's where you go if you're a delivery person. And yeah, the hotel they've always planned to build like over there. So one quick update on this walk back. Along here is where the old goods entrance used to be to Thorpe Park. It used to be the entrance to the, I think it was Cemex that owned this one, which was the company that was after RMC. But it's all cordoned off now and they don't use it. And look, they've got a dog unit over there, so they are actually actively patrolling at the moment. So they've probably said like, oh, there's loads of teens and there's a couple of idiots, coaster nerds with a camera, go set the dogs on them. Look, they're on their leads doing walks. So yeah, we're nearly back at the car now, to be honest. And with that, our route nearly comes to an end. Here we are at the where we started roughly. This is the edge of Thorpe Farm, or what was Thorpe Farm. Like I say, it's pretty abandoned now. I think, to be honest, they just use it for storage, and that's about it, because it's all abandoned. So you've got an emergency entrance there, but it's all pinned off, and it's got the Merlin badges on the gate, so we know it's still owned by Merlin. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you liked it, by all means leave a like, let us know what you think of it, because we have ideas to maybe go to some of the other parks while they're closed. We did look at the potential of Legoland, but where it is, it's kind of difficult to like find public footpaths that go near it. Alton Towers, I imagine there's a few, but it's quite a drive for us. So yeah, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever we choose to make. Until then, bye.